es un taller que tiene una particularidad. Es un taller que fue pensado por cineastas para cineastas. Yo creo que es el corazón de cómo se articula este taller. Y partiendo de eso, nosotros como cineastas que cultivamos el cine independiente, lo que buscamos es que haya una escala humanista en todos los proyectos. No importa de qué se quiera hablar, pueden ser películas de comedia, de horror, de drama. En este tipo de películas y en todas las películas lo que nosotros procuramos es que haya una escala y contenido humanista. Eso es, yo creo que el principal componente, ¿no?
It's really it's a magical thing. I love doing it, and I think a lot of it has to do with openness and authenticity. And in order to ask other people to be open and authentic, you have to really examine yourself and walk into the room, under the same umbrella of an approach. So I approach each project curious about the project, but even more curious about the author. Curious about what connects them to the material, and then allowing that to evolve over some space and time.
Yeah, I think when I came to the lab, I knew that the script was in a good place, but I knew that there was still room for it to get better. And so since I started the lab, I've had a shift in my understanding of what the script is about, what it's really about. I know what the story is, but I've had a better sense of what the script is really about and the place that it's coming from, and just gotten some really good feedback on how to make the story stronger.
Here is I'm having to leave my comfort zone in so many levels, even the language one. My job is to write in my own language. So here I'm writing, talking and thinking in English, and this changes how I see the story, because it gives me a little bit of distance to the story that I used to think in Portuguese, and liberates a little bit of space to think about it in another way.
Right! Who wants to ride?
I want to ride!
Well, nothing could prepare me to that, because it's so unique. It's so, the place is so beautiful, people are so kind, and the work is completely amazing. And mentors and facilitators and the crew, the sine qua non crew, and my colleagues, my fellows, writers, they are, the stories are amazing. So very, very creative. It's a very creative group, and it's a group that it's getting together, getting along like old friends on vacations. But we are not, so we are working hard. But it's kind of a magical place and a magical experience. It's been very special for all of us.
Well, Tintuntan is a magical place because of its history, because of geographical scenario. So I guess being in a rural place where you can listen to the birds, listen to the cows, and also the dogs, makes you disconnect a little bit. And I think it's something that we as writers that live in cities, in crowded cities, sometimes we have a hard time disconnecting. So being this place, in this magical place, it's wonderful for our process, for our creative process.
To be guided by a group, our advisors and facilitators and mentors at the lab, who have been doing it for quite a while. They've been doing it for 15 years, and I think they've kind of perfected what they're trying to do with the lab. So my expectations were definitely exceeded in so many ways. I didn't really anticipate such a personal connection with everyone. So the lab doesn't just start and end with the sessions and the workshops. It really carries on through the house. in the morning when we're having coffee, in between things, you know, when we're walking, when we're having dinner, it just feels like we're all in this beautiful space of creativity. And I'm very aware of how rare and, you know, luxurious that is for any artist in any field, to be able to just shut out the world and everything about the outside world and just sit there with your thoughts and ideas.
So you're part of a community of writers, which is great, because as a writer you're often so alone. So everybody is writing, everybody's thinking, and everybody's talking about the scripts, and you don't have to, but you can. So this is your life for 2 weeks, is thinking, breathing, living, writing, but also being in a beautiful place and having incredible mentors, professionals, leadership that just are there to support you and to help you do the best work you can and tell the story that you want to tell. So it's kind of like grad school in 2 weeks. I mean, it's amazing how much you get out of it being here.
I think the good thing about the lab is that there was plenty of time during the lab to stop and think and maybe read back over your notes and think about all of the things that has been said to you by your facilitators, but also by the other participants. So there is the opportunity, there is the space to think. And for me, during a lab, the most important thing is time to think. Because yes, right, of course, maybe try out a scene or maybe write a bit of dialogue to understand a character better, to hear them. But the most important thing about being here, also because it is quiet and it's beautiful and your eyes can travel far, and the most important thing is time to think.
The essence, or we keep referring to the word magical experience that the lab brings. There's a sense of mystery in the space when, you know, once after the rain has fallen down, and when you see a hummingbird magically appear by your window while you're writing, everything feels like a orchestra of nature, and it's the perfect space for you to find inspiration and calm, to bring out your most authentic self.
The location is fantastic, you know, and the places that we're staying, and you know, you can't see this but there's like a lake and mountains and clouds. It's really a beautiful setting, and I like that we are away from home, so we can focus on the work that we need to accomplish without distractions that we would normally have with work or friends or family or what have you. That's really important to me. But also, I mean, the mentors are so knowledgeable. The other, you know, my cohorts, my fellow cohorts, they're super smart, and I think that's great. And the food, the camaraderie, it really is a pretty fantastic opportunity.
I think the fact that it's a residence where like everyone comes from abroad and like doesn't stay in a big city like Mexico City, but comes to a more rural region in which like you're more isolated from the world, and I think that makes Sine Qua Non a lot more intimate than the other labs that I've been to. The fact that you have to coexist and kind of be with each other all day, every day, and also makes that the connections happen faster and be more meaningful, because you get to share a lot more.
It's very important to hear feedback from peers, you know, people who are other writers, not just producers and industry people. It's really important to be held by a community that wants what's best for you and your script. And I think that's the best part of Sine Qua Non, is that there is this community of peers, like-minded people with shared themes, shared stories that are coming together to bring your script to life. So it doesn't feel like an isolating process. The community, the mentors, the lab directors, producers, and my peers have been the best part of this, just the people.
Otra de las cosas que tomamos siempre en consideración es ayudar a cada persona a encontrar la mejor versión posible de su historia. No les imponemos lo que nosotros pensamos que puede ser esa historia, sino que los ayudamos a elevar sus ideas para que lleguen a un punto en el que realmente puedan contar de manera muy efectiva lo que quieren decir. Y eso no lo encuentras en cualquier lugar. Incluso es una de las conversaciones que yo, como directora de programas, abordo directamente con los facilitadores cuando los contacto para invitarles. Y para nosotros es una regla absoluta no imponer ideas a nadie.
I think the setting in Tsuntsun-san gives me a space where I'm not surrounded by my usual distractions, and I'm stimulated in new ways. Yeah, I think the community here is really supportive. Everyone is really kind and open to each other, and we all want each other to do the best that we can, and it's inspiring, yeah.
Yes, definitely being in Tsuntsun-san has contributed to the process. I always write better away from my life, especially in a beautiful place. It's a luxury that we as writers get to just prioritize being in beautiful places so that we can do our work sometimes. And Tsuntsun-san specifically, I've never been in a landscape like this before. I mean, this is my view, so I write looking at this. It's crazy. In the morning, I've seen as many as 3 hummingbirds at that tree while I'm writing, which always makes me feel like I'm on the right track. But yeah, and everyone in the town has also been really kind. We're very conspicuous because it's a small town, so when we get lost, someone always points us in the right direction, people we've never met. So it's, yeah. Yeah. Everybody, yeah, it's been really special.
I think community would be the word.
Magical.
Breakthrough. First word is, of course, is Tsuntsun.
I think I would say heavenly and intense.
Well, I think it's about challenging yourself.
I don't know, it's been lovely. Yeah, it's been lovely, yes.
So yeah, I'll just stick with that. It's magical.
Muy bueno. Hummingbird.
It's been a tremendous experience.
A place to become who you're meant to be as a writer.